Hello everyone, welcome to my mini Lego set series. Today we are going to build the NASA Space Shuttle Discovery based on set 10283. Do check out my latest build, the mini Lego Nintendo, and stay tuned till the end of the video. I will give you some feedback on the building process throughout this build. But now, let's see how it's done. On my channel, I upload new content twice a week. Tutorials, mock, mini Lego set, and top 10 Lego techniques. If you enjoy my content, please consider to like and subscribe. This is a new channel and your support will be very important. Please feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know what you would like me to build in the next videos. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video tutorial. Now, as I promised earlier, I will give you a couple of feedback on how I build it, why I choose certain techniques, and what can be improved in this build. And of course, feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know your feedbacks. I need to apologize on two things first. One is the color. Unfortunately, I have quite old white pieces, so probably I will need to spend some time and do a proper cleaning and get it back to the original color. So I apologize for that. And another thing I have to apologize is the scale. So of course, compared to the official images of the real Lego set, the Hubble is not in scale with this, or at least in compared to the official Lego set. The reason is simple. I think this one is perfect if I compare this to the scale of the solar panel. If not this size, the only way that I thought I could do it is to use the 2x2. But then the whole structure would have been much bigger, and also would have been difficult then to give around the shape to the back here, while in this scale, even if it's a bit square, it doesn't really matter. And using this 2x2, then it wouldn't fit inside here. Then I would need to scale this up even more. On the other side, one option could have been to lower the scale a little bit of this one to match this one, but that would become a problem for the functionality. So to have this function opening and closing, if I go on a smaller scale, I think it would be a very big challenge. Let me know guys if you maybe have some idea, or put some picture if you manage to build something similar. Anyway, I apologize about that, but I think this is a good compromise for now. This took me quite a lot of time. I built it and rebuilt it and changed many things many times, and I think there is still room for improvement. I think I'm quite happy with the front part. On my first idea, it was my first build, it was a bit more square here, but then I managed to attach this lobe with a modified brake inside, so now the shape is a little bit more rounded, and I think it looks quite okay, and is quite solid. Maybe the only thing that I will have to work on is to have a connection, a side connection over here, in a way that this is more solid and doesn't fall off easily. I mean, for display purpose, this is enough, but of course there can be some improvement there. Same over here. This, as you saw in the video, is connected by these two, and which is maybe not enough. Probably we'll have to find another solution, maybe with some plate at the bottom. And this was made this way because of these parts. So this, let me see if I can open and show you. This is where the build started. So I wanted to use 3 of these for the back part because I think it looks great, and there was not much other option than this to build it. If you have these old pieces, guys, you can play around with it a little bit and let me know if you find any other solution. So this is one thing. This is why I make it this way, because everything was built around this, and I cannot make any connection on the top part, so here, because otherwise it would close this gap where I can fit the Hubble. As for this open function, this is the one that took me the most time. I tried many different things. At the beginning, the idea was this, slopes, clip, but it's just very flimsy. And every time I would open and close, this will snap out. It's really not solid. The structure is not solid enough. So this required a plate. That's why it became so thick. I tried other options. For example, I tried to lower the side part, I mean this, and add some slopes here. I think it was this way. And when closed was looking quite nice. But then I had trouble with the opening and closing. So the solution I came up with is, for now, till when I try something new, the best idea. I also was thinking maybe instead of using bricks here, to use tile sideways. But then I think this one gives me much more strength, and now the build is much more sturdy than before. And with the use of these, what are these called? These are robot arms, I'm not sure. Anyway, these were very helpful because they give me a little bit extra range of movement. If I'm to connect this clip to an handle here, I wouldn't have enough room to move and open and close with this range. Okay, so this is the only way I found it. It could have worked maybe if instead of these slopes I put some of the recent 1x1 curved, but I don't have any of those in white, so this was the best solution. The slopes here work quite well because this can just sit there, and I can make this nice little gap here so that it doesn't look so bad when it's closed. Of course, it would be nice to have this part in white, but I don't have it. Actually, I think in the original Lego set also there are some black insert over there, so I think it will work out okay. Just a couple of words on the inside. To build this arm, my first idea was to use these little antennas. But then it turned out that it was way too little and couldn't see it much. And once I put the eyeball inside, it doesn't really touch it. It was too far. It doesn't really look like if it's connected. The last thing I want to show you is how I put this inside. So as you know, there is a stand to keep it up, which is this whole part with this bar that goes inside here. I think this way would be better. So the problem here was that I have these two bars at the bottom, and there is no actual way to connect with a stud. The good thing is that this is like clipping in between the two bars. Let me see if you can see in the video. I just push and now it's clipped there. And this one I can easily move up and down, and I can actually give it a little bit also of side movement, so that I can arrange it in the best way that I can. There we go. Then of course, as you saw earlier, this can fit inside and everything can close without any issue. Not much to say about the stands. Pretty simple one, this one, and this one as well. Maybe this one is not a super strong connection, it's only one stud here, but I prefer it this way. If I connect with more, maybe I was a little bit worried that maybe the connection become a little bit too strong and maybe some other pieces fall off once I take it off the stands. Very last thing also, it took me a lot of work to work on these wings. At the beginning I was using these parts. Then I realized that it was not looking good because it was all too white and there was no black insert. To make this, I didn't have it in my inventory, so I had to take one of my Speed Champion set here, the Jaguar set, and at the bottom they have some of these wedges plates, and so I had to steal from one of my set in order to make it like this, and I think that at the end it looks well. At least more or less similar to the original. Anyway, I believe that this is still a work in progress. It can get better. Please let me know your feedback in the comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys.